2300s, 4450s. Got first runs for Tendulkar. He starts off with a couple. That's pitched up and punched down the ground. The first boundary of the Indian innings. A good confident shot by the Indian captain.
Well, this is a poor length delivery, a juicy half volley. Right up there, look. It's right up nearly Yorker length. He just clips it straight in his favourite area. Straight on the onside of the wickets is his very favourite area.
Yes, and the good thing with that shot Tendulkar plays is he doesn't try and hit it too hard. That's a glorious shot. That's rocketed into the fence.
It's a lovely shot. The length is full. Yep, just perfect. These pitches, they're so good for the batsman, especially with having to have two men in catching positions. You've only got two men out.
Excellent placement.
No, that's not clever though, is it? That really isn't. I'm talking about him only having three on the leg side, and then he bowls there. See, that's outside leg stump that's pitching. We'll probably see that again in a minute. That's outside leg stump. So a good player like Tendulkar, you know where your men are, you play that into the gap. You're certainly going to get two, and on this outfield probably four, but look where it pitches. That's outside. And then you just get your leg out there, work it where you want off your hip.
खेला हवा में जरूर, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा शॉट। 4 रन सचिन तेंदुलकर को। 6 रन 9वें ओवर में 53 पर 1 भारत।
Some of the heads are a wee bit down. You need a breakthrough. Get up again. Beautifully played again, just a little wayward, straying in line and punished.
Well, this is really the problem, as Ravi Shastri pointed out earlier. Without taking too many risks, the Indian batsmen are able to keep up this rate. And that's really danger signals for New Zealand. There's only one slight hope maybe they can rely on, is there is a bit of weakness in the lower order.
पहले ही सोच लिया था किस तरह का स्ट्रोक खेलेंगे, पैर बाहर निकाल कर काफी फाइन खेला और बहुत अच्छा स्ट्रोक इम्प्रोवाइज किया था सचिन तेंदुलकर ने। रन रेट स्लो होने की वजह से अब इस तरह की कोशिश करनी होगी भारत के बैट्समैन को।
बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट, पहले से सोच लिया था ये शॉट खेलने के लिए और सफल भी हुए। वहां पे कोई भी फील्डर नहीं था फाइन लेग के लिए। बहुत ही सुंदर शॉट खेलने में कामयाब सचिन तेंदुलकर। एक बार फिर वही शॉट, बहुत ही अच्छी बैटिंग यहां पर सचिन तेंदुलकर की।
लेग स्टंप के बाहर और बहुत ही फाइन ग्लांस कर दिया सचिन तेंदुलकर ने। इसी के साथ सचिन तेंदुलकर का अर्धशतक पूरा और यहां पर मैदान में बड़ी संख्या में दर्शक ताली बजाकर उनका स्वागत कर रहे हैं। ये भारत का ड्रेसिंग रूम।
खराब बॉलिंग यहाँ पर नेथन एस्टल की, फाइन लेग ऊपर बुलाया था सचिन तेंदुलकर के लिए और पहले ही बॉल लेग साइड में डाल दी।
He bowls these sort of back of the hand rolling leg spinners, but doesn't really bowl any top spinners, googlies. You know what I call a proper leg spinner. He just walloped in for 6. That was easy, wasn't it? He had plenty of time when the ball was in the air to decide, shall I hit it over the top? Yeah, why not? He's gone for 6 easy. 184 for 1.
But that last ball of the last over was treated with disdain, almost as if to say to Harris, look, I've been playing with you most of the over, take that.
.8 का औसत और 3 रन पीछे अपने 24वें शतक से सचिन तेंदुलकर। बहुत ही अच्छा स्ट्रोक और इसी के साथ सचिन तेंदुलकर का 24वां शतक पूरा हुआ। बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग का मुजाहिरा किया है सचिन तेंदुलकर ने और 26 वर्ष की उम्र में 45वां उनका अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट में शतक। 24 शतक उन्होंने लगाए हैं एक दिवसीय क्रिकेट में और 21 टेस्ट क्रिकेट में।
Quite an incredible shot again, searching for the Yorker. Morse corner, taken on the full. Not easy to hit those.
That's a good shot. Just about a foot too full, really. He's trying for the Yorker himself. That's more the line. If he can just get the length right, then they won't get the big boundaries.
9 boundaries in a 6. And Dravid's got 136 of 142 balls. That's brilliant. Improvisation at its very best.
Yes, he was very clever and thoughtful. He sort of walked down the pitch, threatening the bowler. Bowler tries to bowl a full toss, or trying to bowl a Yorker probably, but get a low full toss, and he just handles it behind him really, hoping that he misses the man. That's all he's doing. When it does miss the man, he knows it's 4.
At the moment, it's one-way traffic. That smash out of the ground.
Well, again, he had the idea to get it full and in the block hole, but just couldn't quite get it up there enough, and he finished up a nice juicy half volley that Tendulkar just hit, give himself room and then hit it hard with that heavy bat. Batsman in, timing superb, and he's cleared long off. So he gets the left leg out of the way to give himself room, sort of gets himself to leg side. This is why so many of us say, you could see the length there, wasn't up enough. So many of us say that you're better off with fine leg down and aim it at leg and middle into the feet, because if batsmen are going to hit you, they need to make room to swing their arms, and that's the problem. You don't get it right in the last overs, you go for a lot.
That smash back. Another boundary.
Well, these two batsmen, they're killing the bowlers. You see, they've smashed some, and here they've just intelligently picked it off. He tried for a little, what shall I say, leg cutter, roll the wrist over, and instead of smashing this, he's just hit it firmly, an orthodox shot into the gap between long off, long on. So it's not just all slogging them.
He's already had one this year with Ganguly. Cheeky, very cheeky. .314 for 1. That's the man on strike. This Tendulkar, he's not far behind his career best, which is 143. He's on 140. Now where's he going to try and hit this one? The field spread out, fine leg still up in the circle. And he still finds the gap. This is his highest score in one-day internationals. So the run feast continues, and the crowd enjoying every bit of it.
Well, another attempted Yorker, but it's a wideish full toss, you see. See, if you bowl it straight, and the margin of getting it right on the batting crease, sometimes you're going to get a low full toss, sometimes a sort of fullish half volley. But if it's straight, you make it very difficult for the batsman. I know he's in, but once you give it wide or anything, you've no chance then. The fielders, you can't set fields.
This time on the onside, the result the same, one bounce over the rope.
Well, it wasn't that full toss that was hit for 4. I think the young bowler, Drum, has hurt himself. The ball before the last one, I think the ball that was just smashed for 4 aggravated it. This ball here that was smashed for 4, that's aggravated it, but it was the ball before that. Everybody was watching the wide full toss get smashed for 4 on the offside.
So 148 not out. The highest score by an Indian is 183. Sourav Ganguly making that in the World Cup against Sri Lanka. Still 20 balls remaining in this innings. In the air, passes. 3 boundaries on the trot for Tendulkar. 150 coming up for the Indian captain. Well, it was Diwali yesterday. The crowd is being treated to some Diwali on the cricket field here today. Fireworks from the outset. Partnership 317.
Yes, I think Chris Drum is a little injured. Not only his foot, but his heart.
That's picked away. Nonchalantly on the onside. 1 bounce over square leg. But Tendulkar back on strike. And another boundary. He's picking his spots at the moment. Huge gap between a long on and the man at deep square leg. 162 he's gone on to. No ball and picked away for a big one. We mentioned earlier he's picking his spots, but he's done that to perfection.
Well, it's bad enough getting hit for 6. See, length ball again, not quite full enough. And he's bowled a no ball as well, so he's got to bowl another ball. That's what he doesn't want. He's on the line, so that's a no ball. I know it's harsh. Bowlers are getting pulverised, but that's the rule.
And again. Once again he finds the boundary. So he's moved on to 174. He's 1 short of Kapil Dev's 175. 183 is not far away. And there are still 8 balls remaining.
Stephen Fleming can't keep letting this go on. The young man's trying to bowl Yorkers. He isn't getting them full enough. And he's got 5 men on the offside. He's got to give him another one on the leg side. You can see Tendulkar's hitting the offside. Not hitting the offside, he's hitting onside. He's got a fine leg up. There's a man out at deep square, and there's one at deep long on. That's the only protection he has on that onside.
That's glorious. That's absolutely brilliant. The second highest score by an Indian in one-day internationals. Even Jadeja enjoyed it.
Well, he was really smart cricket. I think he guessed that the bowler was going to bowl wide of off stump after the New Zealand captain had spoken to him. Kapil enjoyed that.
Yes, he's gone past Kapil Dev. 175, that amazing innings in the World Cup in 1983. Ganguly will have his eyes on the cricket. 183 is the highest made by him. He'll also be ruining the fact that he missed out today. Picked away, 182. Middle and off, right up. There's nothing else he can do, and then hope for the best. We look for 2 here. So Sachin Tendulkar becomes the highest scorer for India in one-day international cricket. 184. The highest score ever made in one-day internationals is 194 by Saeed Anwar. So records being broken here today, and broken in a hurry.
Well, actually, he has 4 balls to get a double 100. That's what he really should be thinking. I mean, he has taken 20 odd off the last over, so can he get 200? Well bowled. Very clever bowling.
Yes, you asked Jeffrey, where should Chris Kane's bowl? Middle and off, right up, and hope for the best. Because in the kind of mood Tendulkar is in, he might even get that one away. Right up there. Very little he could do with it. Well, the highest score ever is 194. It was made by Saeed Anwar, and it was made against India. Tendulkar has got 2 balls to go past it.
I think he's got to go down the pitch to him, stop him bowling the Yorker.
That's crashed away on the offside. He'll look for 2, but sends back Jadeja. So Jadeja will be on strike for the final ball. 186 not out of just 150 balls, 20 boundaries, 3 sixes.